Alright, man, this call out that I'm doing is not the easiest thing I think I've ever done. This might be the hardest. I'm taking all the knowledge in that I've learned through school and everything, online school, but when things, man, it's just very difficult to. There's just so much going through my mind. I gotta remember so much. Sometimes I gotta look things up because it's just there's just so much to remember sometimes, man.
In downtown Vinewood.
You don't want to have your lights and sounds on. This is a inspiration from Albo, but I'm having way more issues about what he did because that dude's a genius. We got a little hooker awareness bar at the bottom right. There's issues too on this road because sometimes cars spawn there. And that causes issues. I mean, this is obvious. This is so obvious, man. It is what it is. I could bring the radius up. Obviously, the closer you get, that bar will go. I mean, we're getting too close. Back up, back up, back up. She has a random number to get into any vehicle. Now, if she notices you, or you spook her off, she'll look at you, see you, and then she'll take off. I might add more cars to the variable. My goal is to have at least all sports cars, muscle cars, to make it more, to make where any car drive by, you don't have no idea what car is gonna stop. Right now, we just have a selection of array cars. My God. Sometimes they pull over nice, sometimes they don't. This guy didn't really seem to pull over to the side of the road. She get in that car? Are you serious? And I'm also working on trying to get this menu to work properly. I've been working on an Albo Inspiration UI for Question and Peds. And mine's flickering. I don't know exactly why. I gotta figure it out. And then also when you ask them a question, it doesn't really bring the string. It's not bringing the question that I want to match with the input that I'm giving for the player. If that makes sense. So if I say, why are you in her vehicle? It brings up the other string instead of the one that needs to match what I'm just asking. Oh Oh no, he's glitched. Okay, let's restop it. Sometimes they do that. Come on, man. Alright, let's see if it glitches out again. And it like flickers. Not flickering no more. And it's not all, it's also not showing up all the questions either. There's 6 questions. 1 doesn't count because 1 is exit the menu. Alright, let's see if he gets in this car if we exit. Okay. Back out. Why is this lady in your vehicle? Let's see if it has the correct string. That's a coincidence? Okay, it did match. Do you know this lady? Okay, so Nowhere Pacific should be for. Where are you two going? See, those don't match. I gotta look into that. The menu's working, but it's not popping up all the questions. They're not adding up to the string.
Move your ass!
Okay.
Whoa!
Looking forward to watching Fame or Shame. Love that show.
Damn straight.
Now her, I haven't done the password yet, so she ain't gonna have a menu. Just says exit questioning. Alright, let's end the call out.
Have you clear 1110?
Why are they not ending?
Attention, this is dispatch. We are code
They're
4.
not getting
No further
dismissed.
units required.
You alright?
Attention, this is
Uh-oh.
dispatch. No further units required.
What is going on here? We're in a loop.
Attention, this is dispatch.
That's
No
not
further
good.
units required.
What is going on?
Attention, this is dispatch. No further units required. Attention, this is dispatch. We are code. No further units required. Attention, this is dispatch. 4. No further units required.
That's not good. That's a groundbreaking bug right there.
Attention, this is dispatch. We are code. No further units required. Attention, this is dispatch. 4.
We're up to
No
90
further
points
units
lost.
required. Attention, this is dispatch. No
Game
further
hasn't crashed
units
yet.
required.
Crazy. I'm trying to think what it could be.
Attention, this is dispatch. 4. No further units
So it doesn't
required.
happen until we end the call out. So it's gotta be something in.
Attention, this is dispatch. We are code 4. No further units required.
Think about that, dude. What?
Attention, this is dispatch. We are code. No further units required. Attention, this is dispatch. No further units required. Attention, this is dispatch.
Dude, what
4.
is going
No further
on?
units required.
Oh my god. That ain't good.
Attention, this is
Wee,
dispatch.
that's a
We are
bad
code
bug.
4. No further units required. Attention, this is dispatch. 4. No further units required.
We're gonna figure it out. We're gonna try to figure out what's going on with that. That's definitely not good.
Attention, this is dispatch. We are code 4. No further units required. Attention, this is dispatch. 4. No further units required.
How the game didn't crash yet? We're up to 106. Oh my god.
No further units required.
That's horrible. Okay. Let me see if I can figure out what's going on. If callout is running and active solicitation traffic stop does not equal to null, then we need to make sure we run this code. It's for driver active solicitation traffic stop dot dead driver dead if active solicitation traffic stop dot pursuit created and active solicitation traffic stop dot fight created. Gain 0.5. Else, driver should be arrested. 0 points because it's a crime for solicitation. Else, driver killed unlawfully. 5. Now your minus to equal to 5, so you lose points. So where's this bug at? It's gonna be somewhere in here. This is my function that creates my display code 4 message. And I think I found the issue. Well, don't know why I added that in there. That's gonna cause issues. I'm pretty sure that's why it's looping like that. And what we need, because we're already calling the end function. And here. And call out as finished is true. I could probably put call out finish in here as well. But for now, let's just see what we got with that. Or I can say, I could probably also say if so exclamation point means it's not running. This means is running. So if I would do call out running, that would be if I'm checking if it's running. But if I'm saying if it's not running, then display code 4 code. But for now, let's just see what we got with that. Let's build that. I can't believe I added that in there like that. So the reason we're getting that loop is because I added this function, which it handles everything. And I already calling on the end function right there and from here. So adding this is just gonna loop. Unless I say, hey, if the call out's not running, display code 4 message. So the game still thinks it's running and it's just gonna keep running it over and over and over because we're not checking if it's running or not. It's stupid. We're gonna have to quit the game. I mean, it's just.
Attention, this is dispatch. We are code 4. No further
I think we
units
fixed it
required.
now, this part. And if I try to reload it, it's gonna crash.
We are code 4.
And there you go. It crashed. Nice. We're gonna have to quit the game. Wow. That would be bad if I released it like that. I think we fixed it though. Let's check it out. We're gonna have to restart the game. Oh my god, I don't even want to end. And that was a bad bug right there. Pretty sure you fixed it. At least the loop. We don't want that. We can deal with minor bugs, figure out and try to fix. That is groundbreaking. That is very bad. Or a game breaking, I should say. Hopefully we fixed it. I mean, now and then we gotta figure out how to fix the strings. I have no idea what's going on with that.
Jimmy.
I'm gonna have to look at my other codes on my other monitor and try to match up that code to this code because I rewritten it over there. That's my backup. But I adjust some things, and I'm gonna have to try to figure out if that matches up. 'Cause I know that one's fine. So you always create backups. So if something goes wrong, you know what change. I always know what changes I've made. I don't forget what changes I made, so I can always backtrack easier. That's always the key thing as being a programmer. Take notes of what you're changing, so you don't have to worry about debugging it and trying to figure out what you changed or forget what you changed. Alright, let's bring the new update in. I hope that fixes it. The loop. And then we're going to have to fix the UI menu. And then we got to fix that tax sim error too. I don't know what's going on with that. Ooh, that's not really important right now.
In downtown Vinewood.
See these cars right here that's parked in the middle? I might have to change the location. We got a little hooker meter right down there. See, it's gonna cause issues. There's so many cars. Sometimes they don't park there. That's the issue right there. I wish I can keep them from spawning like for everybody. I probably could. I'll have to look into the API on that. That's because sometimes they don't spawn there and sometimes they do. It all depends on when the game decides to render the cars in that location. Let me get close and personal with her. I think we may have fixed the bug. There was cars in it to loop over and over. Sometimes sometimes there's a passenger in here, and sometimes there's a female. Because I have it set to random driver. To me, I don't know. That one that makes sense. I might just go to making sure like it's a male at all times. But who says a female can't pick up a prostitute too? Or maybe that's her sister, right? There's different outcomes they can have. She's gonna get in this truck. Alright, let's see if it loops again. I hope we fixed that. Because if that didn't work, I don't know what else to try. I'll have to look through the code. Come on, go through, go through, go through. You're good. Alright, let's see if the menu's not flickering, if it's still working, and I'll have to figure out the string stuff later. Not flickering. Why is this lady in your vehicle? She's just a friend. Do you know this lady? Okay. Alright. But I don't have that added in for her yet. Her yet. The only bad thing is they don't pop up in here, do they? No. Oh. But ours don't show up on here because ours is the actual UI dialogue. Okay. Hers, we don't have the UI set up for her yet. So if we get her out of the car, it's just gonna be, that ain't gonna make no sense. We're still working on her. See? And then we don't have no UI menu. And it says excellent question because that's supposed to be for us. Excellent the questions. Alright, let me get her back out and try to see if that bug's fixed. Then we'll end the call out.
Clear 1508.
Wait for it. Okay, that fixed it. Only issue is it doesn't pop up your points that you lost. So we're gonna. I think this will work. So if callout is not running display, that should work. Because once we end the callout, if it's not running, and we're code 4, display the message. We'll try that. And now also, we're gonna check out these questions in too. So here's our questions. index is less or equal to 0, break. Else dialogue handler dot handle speech I think it's passenger. It's a passenger. Should be passenger. Passenger answers index -1. Passenger answers. We need to remove that at the index. Remove. Passengers. Remove. Index. -1. What's going on with that? Wait, passenger dot remove. That should be index -1, right? What? Dot remove at. Okay, remove at index -1. Okay. Passenger. Questions for passenger. Dot remove at index. Wait, what? Questions for passenger. Remove at and there we go. Let's go ahead and take these, move those. These are replaced by this code. If passenger dot is in the vehicle is equal to false, then leave vehicle direction, look toward my direction, flow heading, player, math helper, convert direct heading, direct to player, passenger head, chief heading. While if true, and solicitation dot active solicitation, traffic stop is equal to null, and function dot is pegging arrested passenger, and function dot is peg arrested passenger, then we'll break. Should work. And then we'll go ahead and add another vehicle. How I do that? This vehicle I don't have, and I don't have these vehicles. I'm working on a vehicle class that handles all my vehicles, which will contain all my vehicles. I could call in this class, but that's a work in progress. So what we do is I have the vehicles that are being selected in the array is all the ones up here at the top. So these are all my vehicles that can be chosen for her to get into. Alright, so if we go into let me see. Text me. Before I do that, we need to make sure that this is not run. It won't be running break return. If it's not running return, perform hook. Okay. That's not it. What's the name of that website? I think it's called. Let's see. Maybe GTA 5 vehicle models. 5M. Here we go. What vehicles do I have already? Let's add in. Let's add in something like an old school vehicle. Like the hot knife. Can I look the hot knife up on this? Guess what to find it, huh? It's gonna be under maybe sports. Like get a where's it at? Hot knife. That would be sick. A go-kart would be freaking funny. And troll some people with a go-kart. That'd be funny. We can get any of these vehicles. I'm gonna try to figure out what I was looking for. The hot knife. See, I'm gonna have a class that handles industrial vehicles as well, just for whatever reason, because I want to be able to call on that. So what we'll do while we're at it. So this is gonna handle all my vehicles. So ground vehicles, you know, your normal. This is gonna contain all the sports and muscle. I could separate them, but for now, this is gonna contain your normal vehicles. Then you got your motorcycles, and then we'll down here we will go ahead and do industrial. So this for like call outs, maybe someone stolen a freaking bulldozer, dude. This thing that would be absolutely crazy. That would be intense. Internal, read only, model, industrial equals new model, and then here this will contain our industrial vehicle. We could just say for now, bulldozer. Boom. And then we can start a new line in here. This would be, you know, the other ones. And there you go. So that would be your new other model. And then we'll have to come down to here. And there we go. Oh man. So that's ready to go. We're at an industrial. That's just gonna call my industrial class. This is gonna handle all my vehicles. Every vehicle in the game. So that's nice. And now we're gonna go ahead and add another vehicle. Cause right here, I'm calling on. I have an array of vehicles in the class itself. Just trying to. Where is the car that I want? Sports Classic. There we go. This is what we're looking for. Roosevelt. I still don't see the hot knife though. Where's the hot knife, bro? Here it is. Hot knife. Boom. That's added in already. Just like that. Let's see if this works for the passenger now. Not, we'll have to work fix some things, and then we're gonna have to figure out the questions and why the questions are. We don't need this as well anymore. Let's go ahead and build that. See what we got. And then we'll work on the message too. Oh, we did add that message, didn't we? We'll see if that works too. We just said if call is not running display code 4. And then what I'll probably have to do is I'll probably have to break it if that don't if it I could probably say in here, call out, finish is gonna be equal to true. I could do that too. Or call out as running is equal false. But for now, let's just see what we have with that. Near me. I was hoping to release this today, but it was nowhere near a release. I'm not gonna give anybody something that's unfinished.
In downtown Vinewood.
So we added the hot knife in to a new possible vehicle. You are my girl. I hope we fix some stuff, man. It's just so obvious, but I hope they don't run. Dude, brake check me? Come on. Oh, he's glitched. He's glitched. I hate when that happens. I had to cancel it and retrigger it. No run. It's a female. How y'all doing?
Hey, Laneville! Woo!
Hey, ma'am. You got out of the car for me?
You're as lame as shit. I'm late. This is so lame.
Wait, why are they not?
Man. You uncreative piece of shit. What a joke.
Can you move? Dude, you know what? How do you? I forgot what's the other menu? I don't want to knock her out.
You're as lame as shit. Dicks. All dicks.
okay. It's alright. Yeah. Yeah, I just didn't want to know if that was alright or not. But it's alright though. I already took it, but yeah. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure. Alright, love you, bye. Alright, well, let's see. No, 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 no. Alright, so, hey, man. Oh, it's glitching again, dude. Ah! Wasn't doing that a minute ago. Oh my god, why are they doing that? I'm just kinda, I mean, it's not, it still works, it's just annoying. You can still read what the questions are, just doesn't do it all the time, and that's, why is this lady in your vehicle? That's a coincidence. Do you know this lady? See, those questions don't add up. We gotta work on that. We gotta adjust some things in that. Bam, I need to step out. The menu looks good. I did good on the menu. And it's not glitching. The hell? Okay, let me see if she gets back in the car. Okay. So that we just worked on that code. That's working. Back out. See if it pops back up. Doesn't glitch. Okay. Do you know why you're in this man's vehicle, this male's vehicle? We gotta fix that. We can't be having a random driver. We need to make sure this is a man all the time, because it's just gonna mess up my dialogues. Obviously, this ain't a man. Unless I make it where it checks if it's a man, it knows it's a man, and if it's a female, then we'll ask why you were in her vehicle or whatever. I feel like it might be more simple if we just do a man. But whatever, let's just go along with it. Why you're in this male's vehicle? He's just someone I know. Do you know this man? And see, these two don't line up. This question she's saying that question should match up with what she just said. So we'll keep note of that, and we'll have to rotate the strings in the order that we need to be, that they need to be in. And also, not all the questions are getting displayed, which is not good. All right. Actually, you know what? Get back out. All right. Let's see if the call out ends.
Have you clear 1110?
It ends, but it's not showing our display message like I thought it was going to. So let's look into that. If call out is running. If call out is running, so what I could do, we got a variable right here, call out finish. And then we could probably say if call out is running, make it false. So this is to be if call out is running. Call out finished. Let's give that a go. And we need to figure out with these subtitles too. So our subtitles are not lining up with these two are not lining up. This and I see what's I think I know what's going on now. So this would be 1. This would be index 2, index 3, index 4. I see what's going on. I see exactly what's going on. I'm an idiot. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4 questions, but I wrote out 6. What was I doing? So we only need to have 4. Right? What was I doing? 1, 2, 3, 4, and this one's for the exit. So that's your index SPU 1 to exit. So index could be 0, 2, 3, 4. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. So that should be 4. So 4, and then answer 0 will be to exit out. So that would be your exit question. So 1, 2, 3, 4. These two would be is bye bye for now. I've noticed I'm not getting a lot of these other ones either. I think whatever I have to have it in the same order as the first question I'm asking them. So how do I know them? If I'm asking that on line 2, this would be on line 2. That's what's going on. So, driver answers. So they say this a lot. Nowhere Pacific. Just a coincidence. Not very long. Okay. So let me copy this. so I can kind of make this insurance match. Some of these we're gonna change. So just say quit. Do you know this lady? How long? Where are you two going? And we should be asking, how long have you known this lady? We should rotate these out too. Where are you two going? Do you know this lady? Looks a little bit better. Spill that. We'll look at the AI a little bit later, or the UI. So it should match up now. And we took out the other key downs, which wouldn't make no sense.
In downtown Vinewood.
We gotta fix that scanner. She's not saying solicitation either. Alright, close enough for it to trigger it. There you go. Now the code starts running. See what happens. Adder.
You're a boring shit! Love the wheels!
Come on, do you see me trying to get over? That's another female. I'm gonna have to make that a man only, cause it just doesn't make sense for our dialogue. Unless I make it where the game, I can write code where, hey, if it's a female, then make sure it's a female head. And if it's a male, or else if it's a male, make sure it's a male ped, and then write the subtitles and use these questioning debates on if it's a male or female, but now the questions should kind of line up better, hopefully.
Wow. Yeah, that's a great choice for our first date.
Move aside, or I will.
It started flickering out of nowhere. I gotta figure out why it does that. Hey, why are you in this? Why is it at? Oh my. Why is it popping up? Why are you in this lady's vehicle under the driver? Alright, let's just go with it. He's my cousin.
Make way, police.
Okay, it's matching.
Not again.
Okay. I mean, they're matching, but I need to change that code out because I don't know why I added that in. I must have added that in somewhere. So, we're asking the driver why she's in her own vehicle. Driver. Yeah, yeah. That makes no sense. Right here, driver, right? Why is this lady... Oh, I read it wrong. I read it wrong. That's fine. That's right. I'm thinking... Okay, I read it wrong. I thought I said, why are you in this lady's vehicle? Now it's not glitching out. I start moving around, it's gonna start glitching, huh? It just does it when it wants. See, we gotta figure out what's going on with it. And it makes no sense. Because it does it sometimes, but it's not like groundbreaking, but it's annoying. And sometimes it does it, sometimes it don't. There's some code that we gotta touch up. So once again, like I said, it's a female. The dialogues ain't gonna make sense. Because I have it set to random driver. I might have to do a man, like just have it strictly a man. Think I might do that. So what we'll do, and we could do a fix male, or we could do a random. I don't know. Trying to think how we could do that. I'm trying to remember how to do that. We could check if the driver's a female. Delete. We could probably check that. Hey, why are you in this man's vehicle? He's my cousin, officer. Their stories match, which is good. That means there's a point system. So if you arrest them, you're falsifying. Like, you're doing an unlawful arrest, you will get points deducted. This is a truthful... They actually know each other, right? It can have different outcomes. Where are you two going? See if their stories match up. We're heading home. Same thing she said. Do you know this man? We've known each other our whole life. They pretty much said the same thing. Alright, go back, have a seat. So driver says she's my cousin officer. We're heading home. We grew up together. They pretty much said the same thing, just worded differently. I didn't want them to have word for word. Obviously, they both say they're going home. Maybe they live together, right? So this would be a wrongful, unlawful arrest right here. You will lose points. So if I let them go, we should get points. We should get plus points. We shouldn't lose points. So let's see what happens. Let me, man, can you go ahead and step out for me real quick? I just need to run a pet check on you. Got any ID? Hello? Dispatch requesting pet check. Rihanna? Alright, thank you. You can go ahead and have a seat back in. Hey, ma'am. Dispatch requesting pet check. Oh. Now we don't have it set. We don't have the API developed into this call out. So if we let her go, even though she got a warrant, it's gonna say, oh, you know, good job, officer, or whatever. Cause we don't have it checking for the new police redefine menu. We're just gonna let him go. She got a warrant. I'm not sure for what. We can pull up I can't pull up the computer because I don't have
Your car's great.
well, I forgot I don't even use this computer system. I use another computer system. Let's just let him go and we should get points.
Attention, this is dispatch. We are code 4. No further units required.
Driver should have been arrested.
Attention, this is dispatch. We are code 4.
So-
No further units required.
Oh, we're in a loop again. No. Okay, that's not good.
Dispatch, we are code 4. No further units required.
So that is not good. Let's just delete that line of code. That's causing issues. What we could do instead. Need to think about this. What should we do? So when you use grammar police, it doesn't pop up. Put it in here. That should help. That might work. Either way, we gotta quit the game because now we're bugged out. And then let's see if we can check for if it's a female. Delete and respawn RAM until it's a male. Let me see if I can find that code. Here we go. We could probably say driver, suspect dot delete Let's see if that works. So we'll delete it. So we'll delete the suspect. might, so that should work. Wow, suspect is female. Delete. And spawn or create another RAM driver. And if it's a female, then delete it. Respawn or recreate. We'll try that first. You pay. We're getting close. Let you see me on my what? Smile for me, daddy.
Dumbass fucking kid.
Oh, me now.
In downtown Vinewood.
Not sure that's gonna cause an issue. We're gonna find out. Either way, we need to figure out why it glitches out like it does. Oh my god, that car just rammed into them people. What is that car doing? What is going on with that car? What's he doing? So that is a man. In the first car. Go. Why is the lady in the vehicle? I gotta pick anyone I want first. So let's pick 3. Do you know this lady? Okay. Why is the lady in the vehicle? Okay. 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 Let's see if it still loops.
Attention, this is dispatch. We are code 4. No further units required.
Still in a
Attention,
loop.
this is dispatch. We are code. No further units required.
Why? Okay, let's go back up here. Let's read these. It gave us the answer of married, so why is it saying they should have been arrested? So that got pulled the truthful. I'm not sure why I said false because that was a truthful statement. They knew each other, so that should be a rightful let go. Not sure what's going on with that. And it pulled. It looked like it pulled this one right here, which is a truthful answer. I have married because I haven't changed yet. I changed some things. I just haven't changed it to cousins yet. None of this code's being used anymore right now. Baby steps, man.
Attention, this is dispatch. We are code 4.
We gotta
No
quit.
further units required.
Yeah.
Attention, this is dispatch. We are code.
So I think I just fixed the loop. Should have fixed it. Try this again. I did have it where you can only just call out at nighttime, but I went ahead and took that out. Where you can do it daytime or nighttime. A lot of people don't like that.
Dumbass fucking kid.
In downtown Vinewood.
Why are they not saying solicitation? We gotta figure out what's going on with that. I think it's right. Oh, you know what? So it should be dispatch attention units, right? Plus I don't know. I think it's. I want to say it's. It'd be a citizens. Look at my other code over here. See if I remember how to do this. of solicitation. This is a report. Underscore solicitation. That ain't right, is it? Dispatch attention all you dispatch. Just a report solicitation.
Dispatch calling unit.
In downtown Vinewood.
Interesting. Dispatch citizen report underscore crime underscore solicitation in or on position. I don't. Maybe we don't put a. I don't remember which one. It's but I might have to look it up in the files. Maybe I didn't need to put a underscore there. I don't remember the code for that. I gotta look at the audio. I probably have to look at the audio files for the solicitation. Let me try that real quick. Pretty sure we have a solicitation one. Hello? I don't know. I think so. Yeah. I think she's home. Yeah, alright. Bye. Are we frozen? We are. Nice.
John Bull ran a number 1 through 300. That number missed, but I got it. He's going for a 3. Get some, though. Get some. Happens. I need more than 6, but I don't want to strike. That's fine. That's fine. Going to the final frame at 164. I need a strike, then an 8 or a spare, then an 8. So I'm blocking fast. Like 2 minutes left before the bowling alley. Not closes, but I ran out of time. So. Can we get our strike here? There you go. That's the hardest spare. Okay, got it. Oh! No way, that was crazy. Come on, 8. 8. 8. Oh my gosh! No way! No way, what a clutch! I don't know if you can see the clock above me. 1 minute left until my time ran out. 182 on the dot. What a game. That might be the most clutch game I've ever had in my entire life. That 3 spare. That's spare. Oh my gosh.
Does it work now?
Solicitation.
In downtown Vinewood.
Still at the solicitation now. Doug, you got a problem, dude?
Hello? What?
Oh, yeah? Last I heard, yours was hidden behind
You
some
know, I've
nasty
been looking
cheese.
for a job all day.
Don't worry. I got some
Don't
hydrogen
give me that
peroxide on my
high and
place if
mighty
your cock
shit.
is ripped.
Fuck
Later,
you.
man.
Hell, we'll talk about this
Get a
later.
PA to do it. Hey, what? My heart can't handle this thing. I gotta get my meds. Figure this shit out. Later.
Keep running? He's running, dude.
Received, you're clear. 1800.
It's not looping no more. It's not popping up the
Dispatch
message.
calling unit.
I want to.
Solicitation.
In downtown Vinewood.
Hi, Dad! If you're seeing this, that means you won MVP!
out of the way. No, you don't get away from me. Don't glitch, don't glitch. Nice car though, homie. Go somewhere else, dude. You're running again. Oh my god, no. Oh my god, don't run. Try and check this out,
Code
dude.
41712.
You saw me. But I'm here now.
Come on, baby. You know I want to get real dirty with you. Yeah. Put on your nasty black mask and I'm coming home. Dad, I'm glad you guys have both promised to use protection. Okay, well, there's no need to keep me posted on this, all right, Dad? Bye. That's a nice ride. Car. Hey, man, what's up? No way!
If this don't work, what I'm gonna do so it runs only one time, the message, is I'm gonna do a boolean.
Seriously, I woke up
We'll
on
try that.
Sinus Boulevard running away from the cops in my underwear. Yeah, that shit was not just weed. Got any more?
They haven't got a female driver yet,
I'll be
which is
over in
good.
an hour.
That seems to work. My god. Ow. Oh my god. That guy's got blood on his car. taxi. Good thing is I think we deleted the female, so we haven't got a female yet. Why are they panicking like that? So I think our code that we added in to delete the female, if it's a female, worked. Unless, you know, if I release it and somebody else gets a female, they can report it to me and I can look into it and try to figure some different code out. I'll delete that whole female section and just maybe do like a fixed male characters. Stop traffic. Stop traffic. They're not working? Stop traffic.
Copy.
Stop traffic.
Copy, I'll get a unit to help with traffic. In downtown Vinewood.
Well, you need to figure out why it glitches out sometimes. But why is the lady in the vehicle? Just a coincidence. Where are you two going? Nowhere Pacific? Do you know this lady? Do you know this lady? I should probably say, how long have you known this lady? Probably what I should say. Alright. Oh, they're not matching. No. I don't think they're matching. Let's see. It should be, I think they're not telling the truth.
Attention, this
Yep.
is dispatch. We are code 4. No further units required. Solicitation.
Resuming traffic.
In downtown Vinewood.
Clear traffic.
All units, traffic control clear.
So I'm gonna have to rewrite the scripts a little bit, or the strings. Clear some cars while I'm doing all my testing and stuff. Did you get in the car? And we haven't got a female, so I think that works. That code we added in to make sure if it's a female, delete. And then respawn for a male. So if it spawns in down the road as a female, respawn. Delete her and respawn until we have a male. That's what we did. I've been working on this for a month, bro. He's ready running? He's running. Alright, well let's just
Received and clear 1800.
Attention unit. Solicitation.
In downtown Vinewood.
oh, she's looking at me. I'm thinking about adding a boolean into the end so it only runs once and doesn't keep running the code over and over. Because when I add the message into the end, when the end function runs, it keeps popping up the message over and over and over. So what I need to do is I need to add a code for display boolean, make it false by default, add that into display, and add that into the function where it only runs it one time.
Yeah, I know, but you know the boss is going to be all over my ass for this, and it's really your damn fault.
We haven't got the hot knife yet. We added it in. We haven't got a female yet, which is good. If she gets in, we'll clear some of this traffic. Because I have the vehicle and the suspect and the hooker as its present equals true, which means they won't get cleaned up by GTA's memory when we clear everything. I could add a timer, cause I feel like they get there kind of quick, but that's why they always pull it to the side, because it's usually the next car behind, he's interested too.
We're getting drunk tonight, right?
Sometimes he just glitched out and he was trying to go for that hill. Yawn. Still glitched out a little bit like that. We don't like that. We need to fix that. Why is lady in the vehicle? She's my cousin. Where you two going? Just going out to eat. Do you know this lady? Okay. And it looks like we had a dialogue. We need to delete that too. Okay. We're going to a restaurant. Okay. They match. Okay.
Clear 1530.
Okay, so it ends, but don't pop up the message. So let's try to do. We'll add a boolean. We'll add a boolean. If code for displayed is if code 4 is not displayed, we have the exclamation point. So if it's not displayed, Code 4 equals true. I should only run it one time. Hopefully. If not, we could try. It wants to do that, but I think it wants us to do that because function will be for calling on this, which we already had that in. So we'll try it. We'll give it a go. And she now says solicitation, but she don't say. I want to say citizens report. I don't remember the code for that. I'm gonna have to look in the audio file and see what it's named. Okay, let's listen to it again.
Attention unit.
Need a unit to respond to possible solicitation in downtown Vinewood.
I mean, that sounds okay. And if you have your license sounds on, you will spook her as well. And what happens when you spook her, this is what happens. You get there so quick, the meter can't keep up, but...
Attention, this is dispatch. No further units required.
Not sure if it'll pull to pop up twice like that. We're going to look into that as well. Shouldn't pop up twice like that. Let's get there a little slower and see what happens.
Solicitation.
In downtown Vinewood.
Attention, this is dispatch. 4. No further units required.
Okay, I think I know why he's doing that.
Attention unit.
This is gonna take a while to get this to work properly because this is one of the most difficult ones I've done. This stuff ain't not easy. Coding could be easy, but this is a very complicated. We gotta have a lot of scenarios and a lot of outcomes. It's a lot. Been working on it for a month. It's like 3,000 lines of code I've written.
Don't worry, I won't forget my construction worker outfit, I promise.
Let's see what happens when we end it with grammar police this time. Get in. Just clear the traffic while I'm testing everything. Might just say, if you know this lady, no. That's probably gonna say for that. So it's running this code right here. Yeah, their stories ain't matching. Let's see what happens when I end it now. Via grammar, please.
Clear. 2044.
Attention, this is dispatch. We are code. No further units
There we
required.
go. That's what we're looking for. That worked.
Hey, how are
That worked. What we just added in. I knew it would. So we added in a boolean. We added in a code 4, put it false by default, and then down here we added if code 4 is not displayed, then we're gonna go ahead and make that true and display code 4. That's gonna run it one time, but we're not in a loop. Okay, that exclamation point is important. That means if it's not running. Let's make it true. Let's make it run. And one time. Perfect. Alright, well, let's take a break from that for a little while, because I've been working on this for a month. I wanted to get the update out, but it's just not ready for release yet. Here's what we're gonna do. Let me take these questions. Alright, so that I can see why he's late in the vehicle. He's my cousin. Where are you two going? We're heading home. Do you know this lady? We grew up together. While you're in this mail, he's my cousin. Where y'all two headed home? That's my cousin. We're going to grab some food. Oh god. His family. You met on Facebook. We gotta make sure they match with what we're asking. That makes sense. So, he's my cousin. We're going to a restaurant. We've already known each other. That matches up. We're saying here. She's my cousin. We're going to eat. We've known each other for a whole. Okay, that matches. And then down here, they're not gonna match, right? Why is the lady in the vehicle? Why are you in this man's vehicle? Alright, this will be true, so yeah. So family equals cousin, so that makes sense. We need to be truthful. Now, let's say he's my husband, so she's gonna be lying. He's my husband. Why he's my husband. Where are you two going? To our friend's house. He's my husband. The bar. Family, friend. So this, if it pulls this string, this is them lying. So she's lying or he's lying. Either way, their stories don't match. I met him.
Everybody needs a little time away. I heard her say from each other. Even lovers need a holiday. Far away from each other.
That looks good.
It's hard for me to say I'm sorry.
Just give that a go. And then
Just want you to stay. After all that we've been through, I will make it up to you. Promise to.
they should add up pretty well. So they're gonna be telling the truth. They prove that they are married. If not, they're gonna be falsifying and lying. One of them could be lying, or they both may be lying. And then you gotta do. And then you gotta see. And then the players gotta do what they see,
Dispatch calling
how they see
unit.
fit.
Need a unit to respond to possible solicitation in downtown Vinewood.
You wanna kill me, asshole? Be careful. Freak this shit out.
I do want to kill you. You say I'm sorry. I'm thinking about pranking my girl, man. So there's like this little game where you send them text messages like sad songs. And then you just keep going with it and see how they react. They might call you, "What's going on? You leaving me?" I'm just kidding, I ain't gonna do that to her.
Talk to you later. Who's on? Be safe.
Attention, this is dispatch. 4. No further units required.
What happened? She saw me? And we gotta make, and it's popping it twice too, when she gets scared off, so we gotta look at that too.
Need a unit to respond to possible.
And that is because, let me look at that code real quick. Where is scared off, scared off? Let's look at that and see what's going on with that. It's popping it up twice. Here we go. And I see the issue right now. So I have it in here. So what we'll do in here, we already got our code 4 boolean at the top, right? So to make sure it runs once, it's not spamming it like it normally does. So we have our code 4 right here. Putting that song on. That's how I code. That's how I get motivated to code. I just put some music on. So right here, what we'll do is we'll say, if like I said, exclamation point means it's not active or doesn't exist. So code 4 displayed, and then code 4 is equal true. That should I hope run once. Hello? The hell? Sometimes this happens. Might have to restart the game. Yeah, we're gonna restart the game. That is an LSPFR bug. I don't think that is on us. Man, I feel like a woman. Just end the game. Just end it. Oh, oh, oh.
I love that bone.
I ain't on damn bone. So we need to make sure we're gonna try to scare her off and see if it. And see if it pops. Hopefully, it pops up in one time. I added a bully into it.
Need a unit to respond to possible solicitation. In downtown Vinewood.
We're gonna scare her off intentionally. See what happens.
Attention, this is dispatch. We are code 4. No further units required.
Yes. 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 That worked. Perfect.
Need a unit to respond to possible solicitation.
I knew it would,
Vinewood.
because I didn't have it wrapped into a. I didn't have it checking if it was running or not.
I know, but it isn't my problem. You know that. Yes, I know, but you know the boss is going to be all over my ass for this, and it is really your damn fault.
Let's check out these questions now. Out of the way. Hey, the prostitute. One problem though. It is a female. That did not work out well. We will figure that out. I might have to just make male strings, get all the male strings, and add them in as a fixed instead of being a random driver. So don't just pretend this is a male, guys. Just pretend that is indeed a female. So just pretend this is a male. Because the dialogue ain't gonna make sense to you. I'm gonna have to go ahead and add them as a fixed string. Why is the lady in your vehicle? He's my cousin, officer. Where are you two going? We're heading home. How do you know this lady? We grew up together. Okay, back in the car. And we still have the dialogue up there too. We're gonna take that out. Passenger. She's gonna say him, by the way. Why are you in this male's? I forgot vehicle. So this supposed to say, why are you in this male vehicle? We're gonna say, he's my cousin, officer. Where are you two headed going? We're heading home. How do you know this man? We grew up together. Get back in the car. Alright. And then
Clear 1530.
give it a second. It should end.
Attention, this is dispatch. 4. No
And
further units required.
so it says passenger should have been arrested. Probably because she was on. Not really sure what I should do there. I don't know if I'm gonna keep the point system or not, to be honest. Because it doesn't really do nothing unless I integrate it into something else. But I don't know why it says they should have been arrested though, because they matched. Don't know what I did wrong there. Let me go look at the outcomes.
Cherish the moment.
I think I end it there for now. I did a lot. I got a lot of things worked out. Then I added a boolean to say, hey, this is truthful, untruthful. So, all right, peace out, guys.